Yeah, everybody. I hope you're excited because we've got 2 matches of Kusog7ande today, and Crappy's gonna take us over to reveal game number 1. Watch out for those rock, paper, scissors. Whoa! Oh, it's gonna punch you! Whoa! Whoa! That's okay. Crappy managed to dodge the bullet. Or at least the fist. Well, everybody, the GM bracket we are doing this year is specifically the GMs playing because they like to play bad games. They love it, I promise, okay? They told me. They said, keep making me play bad games. And who am I to say no? Because that we have some of the other players in Kusog7ande choosing. Specifically, I wanted to recruit some of the players who were thinking about doing GMing for next year. And because of that, let me go ahead and introduce our first GM for today. Say hello to Neitzel, aka this lemming looks so sad. Why is the lemming sad?
Hello everyone.
Hello, Neitzel. Oh my gosh, it's your first time being a GM, huh?
Yeah, that's awesome. And I only got 1 veto, so I'm really happy about it.
Yay, only 1 veto. Yeah, that's sort of one of the difficult things. When it comes to Kusog7ande, you never really know if you're gonna stumble across a game that works for people or if it ends up being rough. Let's see. I got a notification that one of our players is streaming, but I don't see it. So I'm gonna ask if they're using an alt. Well, Neitzel, yeah, it's good to have you here. Introduce yourself to everybody who doesn't know you, because you know you're a new GM at this point. GM in training.
Yeah, so I'm a Belgian speedrunner. I think I joined in during Kusog 6, but started watching at Kusog 5.
Yeah.
And yeah, I reached a point where I'm like, yeah, I really enjoy playing all these bad games, and I saw so many games that I played as a kid appearing in the tournament. So at some point I thought, maybe I should give it a try and be a GM. And today is going to be one of these games that I played a lot.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, like, here's the deal. I know some versions of this game, but I don't know the version that you're giving out. And the other version that I know is actually a really good game.
Yeah. There are some great versions of this game.
Yeah. So what game do we have?
So today we're going to play Gremlins 2 for the Amiga, which is a computer that I played a lot.
Yeah, the Amiga is pretty dang awesome. I'm really excited to see how this goes. Also, Tristan, don't worry about stuff. Tristan in chat is like, I'm sorry for like doing above and beyond what I'm supposed to, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Tristan, you're fantastic. Thank you to everybody who has subscribed. Yeah, like Gremlins 2 on NES, I kind of love it.
Yeah, I also played the Game Boy version quite a lot, but it's completely different from the NES version. This one, well, you'll see, it's really mean. It's a really, really mean game.
Good, I like mean. Well, players, the 2 competitors here, Tina Hacks and Blasphemous Roar, our lovely GMs, are going to struggle through Gremlins 2 for the Amiga for 1 hour, and whoever makes the most progress over that course of time will be the victor. I assume this game is probably the players, by the way, should not be listening at this point, so we can discuss fairly openly what's happening. I assume this is this a platformer of sorts, or is it something else?
Yeah, it's a platformer. It's almost a run and gun, because as you'll see, you're bombarded with enemies constantly. You have loads of different weapons. Most of them are useless, and yeah, it's mostly a platformer with a lot of trial and error. So we're going to see a lot of deaths. Like, you start the game with 7 lives, so that's a good example.
I'm really, how many minutes is it gonna take to get a full game over? There's a very high possibility, just based off of what I know about Amiga, that we will have game overs in the first minute. Like,
Yeah, possible. It's really possible. So, something that might help them is that, well, the attract mode actually shows a lot of stuff about the game. So, if they looked at it, they might not get as surprised by the enemies and the behavior. So maybe we'll see a good attempt. But this game has a lot of surprise, and a good thing with the attract mode is that it only shows the last stages of the game, which I don't think they will reach.
Now, I do know that Blasphemous Roar was watching the demo, aka the attract mode, and Blasphemous Roar was like, I practically invented watching the demo to get hints, and I'm like, yeah, sure you did, Blasphemous Roar, sure you did. However, it's because of him that I actually got that benefit yesterday while I was playing, because I did take time to watch the demo and make sure I sort of knew what I was getting into when it came to the game, as well as I got some helpful little hints that gave me information for, like, where certain objects were, what I'd have to do on the first stage. That's one thing I recommend. If you have the time, watch the demo.
Yeah, definitely. I remember I had like a fighting game, and the demo showed a lot of which move were available in the game. And so when the actual match started, I mostly tried to find a way to redo these moves, since they seemed overpowered in the demo.
Oh, yeah.
It always helped.
Cool. Well, I am currently almost ready to roll. We've got Gremlins 2 for the Amiga. If you want, Neitzel, I am streaming the game to Discord, and you should be able to watch without hearing yourself.
Yeah, I'm already watching right now. So.
Heck yeah. I put work into making sure that worked. Good. Okay, I do have to do a little bit of messing around with the audio levels to make sure that everything sounds good, but I think we're good. Yeah. So checking right now with the players to see if they are good to begin. I want to give a shout out again to those who have subscribed just now: Mazian, BV728, Prism Ranger, and those who subscribed last night: Klutz Lament and some Egrets, and we had a handful of others, but Tristan wasn't paying attention. I get to blame Tristan. No, Tristan has been doing amazing. Thank you, everybody, for supporting the channel. I'm glad to be here, and I'm glad that we get to be Gremlins. Okay. Now wish them the best of luck. Chat, or Neitzel, what would be good for them to spam?
Well, if you have things related to Rambo, I imagine, since Gizmo dress up as Rambo. Of course, if you have any cute, creepy creatures, any monsters, that kind of stuff. If you have torches, because this game, Gremlins are vulnerable to light, and that's like the main weapon that you use, a flashlight.
Spam those now, everybody, because we are starting. Yeah, so cute, muscly, anything in between. Cute muscles? I don't know, you can be cute and have muscles. I don't make the laws.
Okay, so we have our first death already, and 2 deaths, here we go. So that's already a nice start. So yeah, each gremlin really has their own pattern. You have the rolling one, the one that bounces. The one that bounces dies in 1 hit. The one that rolls dies in like 3 hits. So it's really, really annoying. Plus, as well, as you can see, the range of the weapon is really, really short.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was thinking we might have a game over in the first minute or so, but no, it'll be the first, few minutes.
So Blasphemous just died because that locker just fell on top of him. And that's the kind of death that you don't see in the attract mode, so...
Yeah! It's pretty great. So I do have a question here, though. It looks like we do not have a health bar.
No.
Yeah, is this game fairly linear for the players?
A few levels have routes, but the way we are going to track progress is that to open the end of each level, you have an item that you have to collect in each stage, and so the priority is to collect that item and then reach the exit. So
now,
but overall the levels are really similar. It's like you might have like an upper path and a lower path. But there's not that much exploration in the game. Second stage has a little bit of it, and then it's back to linear levels again.
Now, chat, we do have a poll going on in Twitch right now to predict who is going to win. You can go ahead and bet your channel points. It looks like a lot of points are going towards Tina, but I gotta be honest, when it comes to Roar, I never know if it's gonna be a game that really vibes with them or doesn't, and it's Tina, on the other hand, tends to be sort of like an MSX slash Nintendo player. I don't think either of them are too particularly versed when it comes to Amiga.
No, this was the first Amiga game that I gave, and it went through right away. So, looking at the list of games that were given in the past, Tina never gave any Amiga game, so I don't think she's played that much of it.
Plus, love it.
They struggled to set up the emulator, so I don't think they played a lot of Amiga.
Yeah, you're probably right. Let me just tell you, Neitzel, this audio is being really hard to balance so that I can hear the music, because the sound effects are so loud comparatively. Let's see if this compressor will help.
Yeah, in terms of music, you're only going to get the Gremlins theme throughout the whole game, so...
Yeah. I don't want to hurt people's ears. This is... I don't know. I think this is about as loud... maybe if I play around with this. Hello, everybody. Welcome to I Am Currently Distracted, and that's just my life. Deal with it. Oh, Neitzel, I've never actually seen the Gremlin movies, like any of them all the way through.
Really?
Yeah.
I used to watch the second one quite a lot when I was a kid. I think they hold up pretty well overall. I mean, they are very different in tone. The first movie and the second one. The second one is really a cartoon, so it's kind of weird. I mean, in that sense, that the one was really dark, and the first one was really dark, and the second one was a lot more light-hearted, I would say.
Okay.
So. It's I think it's worth watching still today, because so specific to that time period. It's a kind of weird, and it's one of these franchises that didn't feel like it was made for kids, and then the second movie feels like it's movies suddenly. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. People are saying Gremlins 1 is also a Christmas movie. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I think that, like, similar to Small Soldiers, how that movie was not supposed to be for kids. It's definitely an adult-oriented movie. But a lot of kids watched it anyway, because guess what? It's a movie about, like, G.I. Joes, essentially.
Yeah, that's kind of the same. So I think it's the same director. Both movies were made by Joe Dante, if I'm not mistaken.
You might be right.
So yeah, it's really, really similar. So with the game, the way the screens work is that in every screen, it's always a set pattern of gremlins that's going to attack you. So there's no randomness to it. If the players get used to the screen, they'll be able to make it through them in a consistent way. The thing is that the patterns are really mean. It's like every gremlin is set to a specific time to appear, and from time to time you might be near the edge of the screen and a gremlin just pops up on top of you. So it's really mean in that way.
Yeah, I love that we have arguments about whether or not Gremlins 1 is a Christmas movie.
I think so.
Some people are saying
movie.
yes, and then Flannel Cat's like, not every movie that happens on Christmas is a Christmas movie. But I'm coming in with the opposite take that every movie is a Christmas movie. See? I'm just gonna be that guy. Little Mermaid, Christmas movie. I saw it around Christmas time, I think.
That's a way to approach it. I mean...
Oh.
And another game over from Roar.
Happens to the best of us, but it happens more often to the worst of us. Nah, I'm joking. Honestly, we've got 1 full hour to see how far the players can make it, and honestly...
So far,
I have no idea.
Honestly, it's been hard to track a little bit. I'm not sure who's in the lead right now. That's something that I'll focus on a bit more because there's so much happening on the screen.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tina just got hit, and unfortunately, she lost probably the best weapon in the game, which is the flashlight that allows you to fire in front and behind you, so at the same time.
Gotcha. So I'm taking a look at a little bit of the story of Gremlins 2 because I'm not aware of it. It seems like it's just Gordo 106. That essentially people were experimenting on Gizmo in secret labs and he's breaking out. But who are we playing as in this game?
So you play as Billy, which was the main character in both movies, and Billy is the one who received Gizmo for Christmas in the first movie, and in the second movie he's in New York. He worked for this massive company, and one day in the building there's like a secret lab that do experiments on animals, and Gizmo shows up in that lab one day, and Billy tries to rescue him, but as always with Gremlins, things don't go very well, and loads of Gremlins start appearing in the building, and they have to get rid of them. And the second movie is really more like a comedy, so with loads of references to like horror movies and that kind of stuff. There's also a really weird scene in the movie, which is different based on the theater version and the home version, where at some point the movie would just stop, like you would see just noises if you had the VHS. And
why was that for Blasphemous Roar? The rolling one just jumped all the way to the top.
Yeah, it can do that. Also, the rocket one can go like across the screen diagonally if it wants.
There's no way to react.
No.
Okay, I mean, as long as you know that, like, it seems like the enemy spawns are fairly consistent, that it's going to be the same enemy spawning after a certain amount of time. It's just that, you know, you're probably going to die to some BS several times, and you have to memorize what's the BS that's coming for me.
Yeah. It's really you have to take your time. It's like my best strategy for this is like, you start cleaning the level, you try to get into the middle of the screen, and the moment you manage to kill like a gremlin on the right side of the screen, that's the moment you go to the edge. Like, really, in terms of timing, usually they give you enough time to kill the gremlin at that point, but like right there, Tina almost got hit because she tried to rush towards the exit. And most of the time, you'll have at least 2 gremlins appearing in front of you if you just try to rush towards the exit. But she's doing really well right now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that skater gremlin just drops from the top. So yeah, in terms of weapon, there's a lot of useless weapon. You might have seen like the tomatoes that you can throw.
Yes.
And those are completely useless. You have a freeway weapon that is actually pretty good because, well, you can get rid of like the rolling gremlin pretty easily with that. And also, probably my favorite is the one Raw had, but unfortunately lost. Something that's really bad about this game is that if you pick up a weapon and die, it just not only resets your weapon, but also the item doesn't reappear in the room. And also, like right there with Raw, he picked up some tomatoes. The way the items are placed in some screen forces you to pick up some weapons. So you'll enter the screen, you have to pick up these tomatoes, even though they are really, really bad.
Yeah, it seemed like, oh my gosh, there are definitely some struggles with, if you get the wrong item, you are in trouble.
Look at Tina's screen. So she has reached the final screen of the level. She needs to pick up that G letter at the top. That's the item that you need to collect to exit the stage. But something might happen right there.
No!
Oh, no!
Why? Oh, this is evil. I like it. Why would you... Of course, disappearing platforms, you know, what kind of platformer from the 90s would possibly have that? Oh my gosh.
So she's got the gizmo box, now she can escape the level, and she's definitely in the lead. So...
Very nice. Good job, Tina. Moving on to stage 2. Blasphemous Roar still trying to get through the first stage. I think that Roar has a pretty solid grasp on the beginning of this game as well, though. Roar did get to the final screen of stage 1. I wouldn't be too surprised if we start seeing Roar make a push to move back into the lead. But yeah, Tina definitely has the current commanding lead. She just needs to be a little bit careful. Memorization appears to be a very important part of this game. You need to know where enemies are going to show up.
Yeah, the way it controls is not that bad. It's really that you have to memorize everything. So right now, Tina is kind of going in the wrong way, because the item that you need to open the first part of the stage is actually in one of the earlier screen, but I think she'll figure it out at some point. At least the other GMs who tested this game figure it out. I think it's fine. And we're back to stage 1.
Oh my gosh, there's so much chaos. I feel like both of the players are getting a pretty good grasp of, you know, there are a lot of letters scattered all around, but you're probably gonna die trying to collect everything.
Yeah. Most of the items, again, are pretty useless. So it's like the R letter is, I think it stands for Rambo, because you call for Gizmo, and in the movie at some point. Well, it's kind of a joke with both movies, is that Gizmo watches too much television and he watches Rambo on TV, and so he dresses up as Rambo at some point in the movie, and the power-up here is him coming along and firing with a bow at the Gremlins, but to be honest, he's pretty much useless. So.
Yeah,
because
I'm looking at the menu, by the way, and I can confirm R does stand for Rambo Gizmo, trademark. Gizmo trademark flies in on a parachute and kills any Gremlins trademark he can on the way. Well, good. I'm glad that Gizmo trademark can be so helpful. Wait, Mystery gives Billy trademark. Can you trademark the name Billy?
I don't know.
I don't think you can trademark Billy. I'm sorry.
I mean, if you read the scenario, the synopsis in above in the manual, they try to trademark a lot of stuff.
Okay, yeah, they trademarked Gremlins, which, by the way, existed before the movie Gremlins. The Kingston Falls, isn't that an actual town?
I don't know. That's the town in. That's the town in the first movie, and it's Well, the set is just the universal lot that was used for like Back to the Future and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, gotcha. It's also a band.
Oh.
And yeah, it's a fictional town in either Pennsylvania or New York, somewhere in the eastern U.S., northeast. Yeah. But yeah, here's the plot. It's been a number of years since the Gremlins trademark, Night of Carnage in the peaceful town of Kingston Falls trademark, and Gizmo trademark, the sweet Mogwai trademark, is back under the protection of Mr. Wing trademark. The old storekeeper in New York's Chinatown, Mr. Wing trademark, has been rejecting offers from super tycoon Daniel Clamp trademark to buy his store to clear the way for a huge real estate development. But the old man passes away, and after a few months, Clamp Plaza trademark is now a reality. Working in the complex, which contains shops, restaurant, a stock brokerage, and cable TV network, are Billy Peltzer trademark, Gizmo's trademark, previous owner, and his girlfriend Kate trademark. Okay, so as it turns out, you are not allowed to have a girlfriend named Kate because they trademarked it. Okay, now Billy is a commercial artist in the... Oh, they didn't put trademark after that instance of Billy. Okay, is a commercial artist in the Clamp trademark advertising department, and Kate trademark is a tour guide for the complex. Okay, I would say that because they missed a single trademark on Billy, it's too late. You can use it now. Just so you know, that's how trademarks work. If you miss it once, too bad. Chat clarifying that's a different non-trademark Billy. Okay. Sure. Right. Yeah. Does anybody else have an ex-girlfriend named Kate? Because I don't. I think I don't. I only dated like 2 girls ever, but that's because I was like... Not... That's because I was Mormon. Whatever. Yeah, we'll go ahead and say that. But no, I'm gay now, so... Yeah, too bad. Too bad, Kates, you can't get me.
Oh no.
No,
oh, no,
Roar!
Gumby just trademarked Kusog7ande.
No! 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 I've seen you say it without the trademark. It doesn't count.
It looks like Raw is getting a bit impatient. Like, I've seen his last attempt was, well, he died fairly quickly trying to get through the stage.
It's also possible that Roar had enough early deaths that they were just like, let's go ahead and get a quick game over.
Yeah, possible.
Yeah. It's a little bit difficult sometimes to fully read intentions. Especially if I'm only half paying attention. Honestly, all you really need is one good push, and I'd say, what was that death that Roar just had? Because I've seen Gremlins walk above on top of the computers and they didn't hurt, but that one popped up.
That one hurts you, so...
That's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, Stripe is like the main gremlin, so... He has that special ability to just kill you if he's on screen like that. Really annoying.
Oh no, chat trademarked me! No! I'm a trademark! I can't believe you would do that to me. Oh, there's... I saw Rambo. Okay, so Rambo Gizmo appears on... in a parachute, or flying down using a parachute.
Yeah, and he has a fixed pattern of firing at enemies, but I mean...
It's not very helpful.
The way he shoots is not helpful at all. So something that might be interesting is that Raw might get to the stage 2 fairly quickly. And in the earlier screen of stage 2, there's an elevator. And the thing is that the item is hidden at the top of that elevator. And you need that item to exit the level. So if he goes that way, which I don't think Tina is going to do because she's been trying to get towards the end of the level since the beginning.
Yeah.
and not trying to explore, well, that would mean he gets in the lead. So because
Oh, I love it. Anything like that just makes me laugh so much. Oh, I knew the death was coming. I knew it. Why do some of the gremlins turn into bubbles when they die? Is that what happens in the movie?
So the bubbles are actually credits, and if you have at least 10 credits, you can access a shop in between levels.
There we go. Roar is through.
And you can change your default weapon, and that's mostly what it does. The thing is that all the weapons are way too expensive, and yeah, it's kind of annoying. I mean, it's not going to be really useful, so here's the elevator. Roar saw it, and he's going to take it, so hopefully he might get in the lead. Something with Tina right there, she managed to collect the item, and fortunately it keeps the elevator open, so she can go to the next room, and the item for Roar is right on top there. So
oh, that's where you have to go to beat this level? Uh-oh.
yeah, it's not beat the level, but you need that item to get towards the end of the stage. So
Gotcha.
Tina keeps trying going through the whole level.
Yeah, in general, the way that I track progress when there's sort of a key is that whoever... Like, you need to get close to the end of the level, but if somebody gets there without the key and somebody else gets the key and gets closer, I think that usually if you have the key item, that matters a little bit more than getting to the end. If neither player got the key item and we ended the match, then whoever got closest to the exit or whoever made it to the exit first without getting the key item is usually the victor in that case. Welcome to Kusog7ande. It was a good jump. He didn't break his legs. I promise.
Ooh, that was close for her. So yeah, Tina reached the exit, but yeah, she can't open the elevator because she doesn't have the item, and she gets shot. Yeah, that gremlin is kind of mean.
Do. By the way, Chad, I'm gonna ask, try to keep things relatively PG-13. That's how we usually roll around here. We're not super strict about stuff, but if you can do that, we do it. Try to keep things as accessible to family friendly as possible. But at the same time, sometimes you'll just be playing Gremlins 2 and there's a gremlin with like female naked gremlin, and you're like, I don't know why suddenly there's nudity in our video games, but here we are. That's just how the 90s are, you know.
And there is indeed a female gremlin in the game.
Then again, I did show you my Baldur's Gate nudity. I censored it, though. I censored it. I put a big bone over the crotch, okay? I'm sure that helped.
So have you been enjoying Baldur's Gate?
Oh, it's so good. It is... I have made, like, no progress in the story, but it's so good.
Yeah, I haven't had time yet to play since I had to prepare for this match. Play loads of bad games to find stuff. But yeah, I hope I'll get time to play it soon. So.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Yeah, but first, like Baldur's Gate, I think it was after a patch that, like, some of the items that I got for, like, buying the game 3 years ago when they needed supporters and such, those items just stopped working after the patch, and then suddenly I was just naked. And I'm like, okay.
Well, that's an upgrade. So.
Yeah, it was like the Emperor's new clothes. They just didn't appear. I couldn't unequip my new clothes either. I had to equip other clothes over them, and then the quote-unquote DLC clothes that I had disappeared. They're just gone. No clothes. Nah, the game's so good, though. I want to support the developers, and I think that I got it as a freebie because I bought it so long ago. With that said, it looks like Tina is back to the next area here. There are elevators. Tina's gonna have to figure out that you have to go up the elevator. It's very important to explore, but Tina also only has 1 life going into this level. Blasphemous Roar has 2.
I think since if I was in a situation, since I have only 1 life, I would try to explore and try that elevator, but yeah. And that's it, that's game over. So new attempt for to reach that item, that key. Okay, just wait there, just wait. Plus he has a great weapon. Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, giving out games is a lot of fun.
This is, like, here's the deal. I'd say that for Amiga era, like, this game is kind of BS, but at the same time, it's really not too bad. Like, I'd say that I understand why it's here. You know, it's definitely kind of shovelware. It doesn't really follow the plot of the movie. It seems like they just, like, made a game and stapled Gremlins onto it, which is fine. But honestly, like, the platforming, despite being a little bit rude and such, it seems kind of fun to play.
Yeah. That's probably why I played it so much as a kid. Is that the game is fun? It's just brutal. So. And he's going to get the item.
Roar has.
And in we go.
Yeah, the clocks are now 3 hours forward. Perfect, I think.
Yeah, because, spoiler for the movie. In the movie, they try to change the time because gremlins die due to light. And what they try to do is change all the clocks so that the gremlins will think they are in the middle of the night, while actually it's still daytime. So.
So gremlins are dumb.
Yeah. Okay, the telephone is a terrible weapon, but it's mandatory for stage 4 because the game tells you, and actually the manual tells you that you have to collect an item in every stage. But for stage 4, you actually have to defeat the boss and not collect an item. And the way you have to defeat the boss is just to throw telephones at him. If you don't have the telephone, you can't defeat him at all. So
yeah.
And also there are limited amounts of telephone in the level, so if you die and you lose them, there's no way to complete that stage. But I kind of told them about that, but it's going to be hard to reach level 4, to be honest. I think we might see level 3.
I think we'll see level 3, yeah. Tina keeps the push to the right. She does see that elevator above her, though. I don't think she realized there was an elevator to the left or that you could get to that elevator. So right now, you know, Tina's essentially going to get walled. She won't be able to beat the level if she keeps going to the right. But still, seeing that there is an elevator to the right and that she can't go in it might be enough to cause Tina to go back. I hope so. That's like...
Yeah. A big advantage is that right now she knows what's coming later in the stage. So if she thinks about going through that elevator, she has the advantage of knowing what happens near the exit. So. Yeah,
I do think that Roar technically has sort of figured out the order of operations here a little bit more. Having collected the key to exit the stage, you know, they've actually unlocked the end. Tina has not done that. I think Roar is technically a little bit in the lead.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Do. This music's fine. It's nothing stellar. Nothing to write home about. I mean, unless it's your first video game gig, then I'd write home. I'd be like, "Dear mother, I made a music for a video game. For Gremlins. Haha.
I mean, well, that's actually the theme from the movie, and it's pretty alright. I mean, that version is alright. It's not doesn't get that annoying while playing. So
Yeah,
What's
it's
probably-
okay. It's not too bad.
So you might not hear it, but something that's really annoying is the Gremlins saying "Bye bye, Billy" when they manage to kill you. That's really annoying.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what company made this, because it was it was developed by Motive Time. And I'm not
And I think it was published by Elite, which remember seeing in a few games.
I believe you're right. Movie Time did make a handful of other games like Prince of Persia for DOS and Game Boy and Game Boy Color. Dragon's Lair on Game Boy. Dragon's Lair The Legend specifically. Micro Machines. Okay. See, I dig that. I think that was their only good game. The Adventures of Dr. Franken. How about that? Do you consider that a good game? I don't think so.
I don't even know what it is. So
Ooh, and
I
they
have to
made
look it up.
they made Test Drive Off-Road for DOS. If I'm right, I actually played that, and it's not good. Like, it's not the worst, but it's really not the best. I played that a bunch, though. It was fun. Oh.
I think that Gremlin, the brown one, when you shoot it, he can actually move towards you, and his body can actually kill you when you shoot him. It's yeah, right there. That just happened to Tina. so annoying.
Yeah. I will say that, like, the main programmer for this game, or at least various ports of this game, because I believe that other ports came out on the MSX and ZX Spectrum, Atari ST. Rafael Gomez actually did some voice acting for the Spanish dub of StarCraft 2, but also worked as one of the localized audio people for Dreams, a PS4 game that I've never played, but I see one person who develops little games inside of Dreams all the time and has a lot of fun with it, so that's cool. Journey to the Center of the Earth extended version, not the one that everybody else knows. If you did the audio for that, then oh boy, holy crap, you did audio.
So Tina is going back. She reached the end of the level, so now she knows that's not the way to go. But at least she knows where's the elevator. The exit of the level. And I think the next run is going to be pretty good.
Okay. Yo! Yeah, right now we are already 34 minutes into this match. Like, this is going pretty fast, Needsel. This is, luckily the game's also pretty easy to follow, and I think that, like, every screen is unique enough that I actually feel like I'm learning, like, I can actually keep track of this game, which for a platformer on the Amiga, that wasn't always very doable for me. So I can appreciate that at least every screen, like, feels different and has different ways that you need to approach it. The players, are constantly getting better. Blasphemous Roar is onto this final room in stage 1 with 5 extra lives, which means that we very possibly could see level 3. Blasphemous Roar moving on to level 2 right now.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely see level 3 in the next 10 minutes, because they are doing really, really well. Really, the main issue is, like, these places where, like, for instance, the game gives you, like, the tomato, and that weapon is so bad that usually you'll just take a death.
It's so bad. Do not get the tomatoes. That's like getting what weapon on Super Ghouls and Ghosts? The bad one.
Oh, the torch.
Yeah, don't get the torch, okay? Torch sucks. bam, bam, bam. The bass in this game, it's good. Like I don't really love the Gremlins theme song, but it works. It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah. Something that's really mean that's happening on Raw right now. It's like when you respawn, you always respawn exactly at the place where you last entered the screen. But because you entered that part of the screen on the elevator, well, you might just respawn and have no floor below you and just fall.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not nice.
That section is pretty hard to deal with, but. Okay, Raw really wants to go in the upper level. I'm honestly not sure what's over there.
I mean, I guess we'll find out. No, the telephone! Yeah, telephone's like tomatoes, except it deals more damage, I think.
Yeah, and it's mandatory for that boss later on. And it's a shame it's another game over, but Tina is going to get the...
Tina?
Oh no! Oh, she's going to discover the
no!
For respawn. Here we go.
Oh, respawn and fall through the elevator. Yep, that's evil. But at least the gremlin. No, too many gremlins. I'm gonna panic. I'm gonna cry. Everybody, cry for our friend Billy TM. Who is just doing his best to live in this trademarked world. Throw frisbees, murder little gremlins. Now, what's the deal? I know that you never, like, give water to gremlins, or is it just never feed them after midnight? What's the rules about the gremlins?
So the rules are, I don't remember the order, but it's like you don't hit them with light because that kills them. They don't like strong lights. You don't feed them after midnight because it turns them from mogwais to gremlins.
Okay.
And water makes them duplicate themselves. So that's how you end up with loads of gremlins. You hit them with water.
Now, the question, when they die, do they leave anything behind? Because if so, then you could just, like, throw one into the shady area of a pool, and as they start expanding, and then dying, you get whatever resource they leave behind. I'm just thinking video game strats, how can I make $1 million out of buying one gremlin?
Well, when they die, they just turn to goo, so...
Is there a market for goo? Nickelodeon, I have a deal, okay? Yeah, the important thing is capitalizing on this trademark creature that I bought. I don't know, do they... Like, is it illegal to kill a gremlin? I don't think so. Is it illegal to throw one in a pool and then kill 1 million gremlins? I don't think so. But it might be. It very well could be. Like, honestly, I'm not sure our legal system is ready for these questions. Ooh, we could trademark the goo. Oh, chat, you know what you're doing, okay? Goo trademark. Yeah. Bye-bye, Billy. No, bye-bye, Billy. That's not good.
And the big thing with the second movie, and well, that's what you see in the game, is that each gremlin is really different. They each have their personality, so you can trademark any of them, like separately, as a group. You can do whatever you want.
Oh my gosh. Thank goodness. Yeah, people are saying they're either endangered or invasive or both. Yeah.
So Tina should have seen the item earlier, but I'm not sure she picked it up. I think she just went to to the right.
I think you're correct. Let's see if Tina notices it in this area here. Like the next time going on the elevator. She's got the right idea. I'm glad that Tina is not just trying to do the same thing over and over by going to the end of the stage. That's a trap that a lot of people fall into when it comes to Kusog7ande. Yeah, the G right above her. I hope Tina can see that.
Okay, so Raw knows that that screen is a dead end, so now the only way he can go is towards the exit.
No! What BS is this? The gremlin just flew down and killed Tina. Okay, so what you probably want to do is wait on the previous screen a little bit. That way the elevator will move down and then be prepared to move back up like as soon as you jump over there. That way you don't have to dilly-dally and don't have flying gremlins to murder you.
Okay, Raw is near the exit, so we might see stage 3. Oh, he's going to get greedy. Oh no, here we go.
Whoa!
Well done.
Gizmo.
Gizmo! Just in case you didn't know what you were watching, this is Kusog7ande. Splice Alive! Okay, I take it we are still in the recording, filming facilities here.
Yeah, it's like each floor has a theme. Like this is the lab where all the animals are kept. The level of Tina is like the cooking show, and that's kind of the point in the movie where everything goes wild. So yeah, free. That's definitely a lead.
Yeah, I'm glad that Roar is using the high score table to sort of like mention, hey, this is how well I'm doing. Okay, Tina, be careful. Don't jump too early. Okay, that might be late enough that she won't die. Good. You gotta go left. Yeah, Tina.
Yeah.
Yes! Tina getting the item to get out of the stage, but she may die right now with the gremlin down below. No, she lives!
Oh, no.
Never mind. I mean, but she got the item. She knows what she needs to do.
Yeah.
So at this point,
Yeah.
Blastmist Roar is in the lead, making it to stage 3, but they didn't live very long. Tina has a very real possibility of actually getting there and passing Roar again. I'm loving this. Both of the players getting better each time they play this game. That's what I love to see in Kusog7ande.
Yeah, this race is really close. I'm really happy that so far, I mean, there's not a single player actually in a massive lead. I mean, Tina can definitely get back in front.
Oh, there's plenty of time. That's one of the, like, as much as we like to say that like the game is a little bit short, at the same time having something short for Amiga usually means that the difficulty is extremely high, and that means that the levels, once you learn how to play them, you can get through them very quickly. But if you don't know how to play the levels, then you're going to die a lot.
Yeah, the long play is something like 12 minutes. And yeah, the game is only 5 stages long, so it's not like you said, it's not very long. Just like most Amiga games. So.
No, Roar! Oh, Roar, you messed up. I would consider going to the previous room and resetting this room because this is not good.
That's actually a really good strategy.
Yeah,
that would be like super helpful.
Yeah, the important thing isn't doing it super fast. You actually have a very generous clock in this game, from what I can see.
Yeah. The clock is never an issue because I mean, the Gremlins themselves already put so much pressure on you. You have to move fast.
My gosh.
The timer is really not an issue.
Speaking of pressure, we have 15 minutes left. We're getting close to the end of the match, and Blastmist Roar is in the lead, but only by a little bit. Tina will be moving on to stage 2, but only with 3 lives. I'm a little bit concerned about that, but again, if you just play perfect, you don't have to worry about it.
And again, she knows the end of the stage quite well, so
She does, yeah.
I mean, she played through that part way more than Raw, so Raw might still get, rush the last part a bit too much and lose some lives at that point.
Okay.
Yeah, Raw is kind of panicking with that elevator.
I think Roar is overthinking this a little too much. Huh. Interesting.
I'm not sure what's happening. It's
Okay.
like the best strategy is just to exit the screen and reset it. So.
There we go.
Ooh.
Roar lived, so, well, never mind.
I think Tina imagines that she can only land on the elevator if it's on the same screen. Because oh, that's actually a nice path that she took there. It's a lot safer than going back to the right. Okay, and she has this weapon which is really, really great.
The spread.
Yeah, the spread is great because you get rid of some of these enemies a lot easier. A lot more easily.
Yeah, considering Tina has not died a single time in this level, I think she's gonna get to the end and, well...
Oh, that's
that's okay. 2 lives left. Roar only has 1 life left, so, like, even if Roar does make it to stage 3, there's not gonna be a huge chance... Oh, Tina. Well... Tina, you can do it! Come on, just a little bit of progress. And then after that, I think we'll have probably 2 more solid attempts, something like that.
Yeah, probably. No!
Oh my
so close.
gosh.
So close.
So close! Bam, 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 bam. I want you to know that I am having a lot of fun with this game. This has been fun. It's, it's a little bit samey when it comes to the gameplay, but at least, like, visually, I'm happy that I'm able to see that each room is a little bit different. For tracking purposes for Kusog7ande, that makes it a lot easier. And also, like, there have been so many games where they just did not have the time or the ability to really create variety for the different screens. And I'd say that the developers did a pretty good job here. Now, it does suffer from old school Amiga/Commodore 64 control issues. I think that, unless I'm mistaken, Neitzel, it looks like you have committed jumps if you jump to the left or to the right. There is no adjusting. You are jumping. And if you have not played a lot of games that use committed jumps, then this game is going to be very difficult for you. I highly recommend anybody playing in Kusog7ande play games that have committed jumps so you can learn some of the techniques. You can actually use some of those committed jumps to buffer as well. One thing that I like to do if there is a game that has committed jumps is to see, do I automatically jump if I just hold jump? Because if so, then you can get to a specific area, jump straight up in the air, and then hold jump and right, and as soon as you land, you will do another frame-perfect jump right on the pixel that you lined up on, and because of that, you can make some very precise jumps, and it's not too difficult to do. It's actually very, very helpful to learn that strategy.
And like Kami said, Castlevania, I mean, if you want to play a good game, Castlevania is a really good example of that. I mean, the game is not that brutal, so not that bad to learn. It's not something like Ghosts and Goblins is the same. It has committed jumps, but it's not... I mean, Ghosts and Goblins is really brutal.
Oh, yeah.
Bye-bye, Billy. Bye-bye, Billy. Bye-bye, Billy.
Yeah, Raw should just jump to the left before, when he... Oh, no. Everyone forgets about that gremlin with the gun.
Gremlin's got a gun.
Oh, it's so close. It's really, really cool to see.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm doing a little bit of setup. Just because I need to do stuff. Because we've got one more match, everybody.
Yeah, I think so too, Batman. I think that's part of Raw's strategy, actually, to die in that spot just to respawn on top of the elevator right away. But a life is really important in this game, so I'm not sure if that's actually thing that I would do. Because again, he can definitely go further than what we've seen him. I hope we get to see a bit more of stage 3.
Now, I do want you... Oh, yeah, sorry, keep going.
Yeah, because stage 3 introduce... what's her name? The Gremlins that tries to kiss you. So
the kissy gremlin. Okay, let me see what the manual says. Because you've got. Let's see. There's Daffy, Electric, George, Lenny, Sexy Girl.
Yeah, because
TM.
Kisses go up and down, and so it's pretty fun trying to avoid those.
Yep.
It's really, really annoying.
As the manual calls her, Sexy Girl TM, she's worth 250 points. The Gremlin TM with a fatal attraction. She blows deadly kisses, which are definitely passion killers. Not a girl to take to visit your parents. No, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody, do you want secret girlfriend? I do. Or do I? I don't know. I've got a husband.
Right. Tina is on her last life. Oh, nice.
Tina is at the elevator. She may make it through.
Yeah.
And there we go. Oh my gosh. Well, this is progress for Tina. Still in second place. We'll see what Tina can do with a single life. By the way, thank you, DBX Lord, for all of those gift subs in chat. Even though we are not giving gifts for the GM bracket, we do have prizes for Kusog7ande, and whatever we're able to do before Kusog7ande, I would really like to have more prizes. I like giving stuff to people. Bye-bye, Billy.
I'm going to check because I'm not sure if she managed to get in the lead or not.
That's all right.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I think we're going to see one of them pass their personal best. Like, we only have 6.5 minutes left, but I think one of them is going to pass that. Now, remember, chat, we don't really care about where they end when it hits the hour. What we care about is the high watermark that they set, their own personal best. So as long as they had one good push, that's all you need. That frisbee just flew over the gremlin for Blasphemous Roar, and I'm offended on their behalf. See, I can make gremlin noises. I'm dead.
So Tina was on the screen right before the best position for Roar. So it's really, really close.
So Tina is basically a screen away from Roar's personal best. That's very close. I love it. It's so... It always gets exciting to me when in the last 10 minutes or the last 5 minutes we have lead changes. So, like, as much as I love to cheer for Roar, I'm cheering for Tina right now. Actually, I love to cheer for Tina anyway. Roar gives me guff. Did you hear what he said earlier, Neitzel?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah, Roar's like, I'm playing, but I'm gonna crash your chat anyway.
He was saying, you need to provide the emulator with your game. No. It's in your pack. It's in the Kusog pack, Roar. You should know that already. So, yeah, I definitely root for Tina right now.
Because Roar's like, where's the emulator? Where's the emulator? It's like, Roar, you have the emulator. You silly Billy. Yeah, as soon as you're a silly Billy, I have to cheer for the other player. Nah.
Is the elevator broken on Tina's screen? Because it's not coming back. What's happening?
Yeah.
Oh no.
By the way, Needsel, if you do end up being a GM for Kusog7ande, which I'm glad that you're here being a GM for us now, you're going to get the experience of, oh, the people didn't set up their emulator when we told them to, and that's always a fun experience.
Well, I already got it. So-
I know, right? You're already getting the true Kusog7ande GM experience here. Tina's waiting for this elevator. Where is it?
Well, it came back at some point, and I don't know what's the timing on that thing to come back. So it's really, really weird.
Bye-bye, Billy.
Bye, Billy.
We'll see if Raw has the same issue right now.
Where's the elevator?
Oh, come on. Should be a shame if it comes down to that.
Because right now, this might be a soft lock. Mind you, we don't necessarily negate a match because of soft locks in Kusog7ande. I would leave the room and come back and see if that helps.
Yeah, at some point it came back, even though it looked locked like that. I'm not sure what she's supposed to do. I never got that. We didn't have that earlier in the match. So it's really, really weird.
Huh. Of course, at times when there are things outside of player control, we have also issued a rematch, but this is something that we would definitely chat with after.
Yeah, I think she just needs to move away and come back. Like, she comes back now.
Like, maybe two rooms away might be enough to get it to work again. Let's see if this does it.
Just run.
No,
Oh!
the gremlin!
Yeah, as a reflex, it's kind of a reflex to jump. The thing is that Billy stops. Billy trademark stops.
Thank you for using his proper name.
Well, you know, I don't want to get into trouble. The thing is that when he jumps, he gets locked into place for like a few seconds. So, yeah, that's really a shame. I don't know why that elevator is broken suddenly.
Roar,
no.
You're stopping the stream now? Fine. Whatever. See if I care, considering you're the one giving us the audio, Blasphemous Roar. Well, everybody, this has been BS for the last attempt here. I mean, good job, Tina. But welcome, everybody, to Kusog7ande. I think we can probably call it there. Hello there, Blasphemous Roar.
Yeah, I wasn't making any more progress on another run. So I stopped. That was it. It was like I was trying to do one more run. About 6, but there was 6 minutes left, but I just could not. I just failed everywhere.
I'm calling that time, everybody. GG to both of the players. Now, here's the deal. We're gonna have to figure things out with what was happening there with Tina at the end. Because, Roar, you know that elevator at the beginning of level 2?
Yeah.
It wasn't appearing for Tina.
What?
And you can't beat the level if it doesn't appear.
Yeah, that was really cool. I enjoyed that a lot. That was really good.
What?
Yeah. On a last attempt, for some reason, the elevator like appeared, went off screen, and never came back.
Yeah, and that's kind of an issue. You kind of need to be able to use that elevator to beat the level. Like actually.
Little bit, yeah. There's both routes require that elevator.
Yeah, at the same
there's
time.
more than one route? I didn't realize that.
Well, you can either go up the elevator and take to the right, or you can jump off the elevator onto the cabinets and then go across that to the second elevator and take that up.
Oh, yeah, that's smart. Yeah, no, I never did that. I just went straight up.
I did too. I tried that on my second run. I was like, or I tried that on the last run, and it popped me because of a jerk there. But I was really proud of my intentional death strats, where I would, where whenever that jerk jetpacker killed me and dropped me off the stage because I was above or below the elevator would come back down into the next room, and I'd just take the death on the other guy to spawn above the elevator and take it right back up.
Oh yeah, that's smart. I did not do that.
Did you make it to stage 3?
Yep.
Okay, then you probably beat me.
No, Roar, technically you made more progress. You saw the kissy gremlin and I'm sorry, Sexy Girl. You saw Sexy Girl, TM.
What a good name.
That's her name. It's trademarked, okay? Sexy Girl trademark.
There's a lot of trademarks in this game.
I know that.
Yeah, there is. Billy TM. Billy
TM.
Took until the very end to figure out they were saying bye-bye, Billy.
Yeah.
Wait, I what?
Oh, okay, yeah. Now that you say that, it makes more sense.
Yeah, so I think that it's pretty clear that Blasphemous Roar did make more progress here, but what kills me is that, like, that really appears that it was a bug and a soft lock that appeared in the game that we'd never seen before. We've never seen that stage not have the elevator there. So I'm actually going to throw this over to our secret GM group to discuss, because, yeah, we do have the secret GMs, if they would like to discuss about how they want to handle this, because I'm not necessarily opposed to a rematch. Because honestly, like, it's going to be their call. I'm leaving it to the newbies to decide how we will progress from here. Does that sound fair to you two?
Yeah, that sounds fair to me.
Yeah.
Rematching. It's always... Yeah, that's fine.
That's a lot of responsibility for the first game that I GM. That's a lot.
I know, we're giving away so many prizes in the GM bracket, you know?
Yeah, you know, just all those prizes.
Yeah, like, when it comes to actually giving out, like, cash prizes and stuff, that's when I really want it to be, like, objective, like, as fairly balanced as possible. But, you know, Kusog7ande, part of the thing is that this is a bad game tournament. You're going to have bugs that you do not know about, and we don't necessarily ban a game because a soft lock happens, but I do want them to discuss so that we can come to a decision and let you two know. With that said, what do you think of the overall game? Gremlins 2 for Amiga. Tina, I want to hear your thoughts first, and then Roar.
There's some good ideas here. This is, I'm going to say 90% of a good game. There's a little bit that needs to be ironed out. There's some rough edges that feel a little bit bad to play, but overall, I think this is a good game. I'm going to be honest.
Honestly, I'd say for Amiga era, like, every room actually felt different. The spawns were pretty set, so it was learnable. Being able to react was not necessarily something you could do.
No, that wasn't there. No.
Yeah.
No.
And
reactability, not so much.
But I'd say that matters less when it's a short game, you know? Similar to Yolanda, part of the fun is that it just keeps murdering you over and over again. So if this were a longer game, I would complain. I'd say that for long games, it's not good video game design. For Amiga era, though, maybe it's fine.
Honestly, just make the death time like a tenth of what it is, and it's a great game.
Yeah, so Roar, I have to ask, what about you? What are your thoughts about the game?
Oh, I was expecting Reno to pop out of nowhere at any given time, because that game was hella rude. That was my joke. That was my joke that I've been building up for, and it was terrible. And I can't even live with myself right now after.
Oh no, you can live with yourself. It's fine. Yeah. No, Roar, no. Tina, Roar just left. Wait, Tina, Roar just came back.
Go ahead to live with myself, so I'm back.
Roar ran away, so Tina declared herself the winner.
Device, so now I can't hear you?
Roar, can you hear me?
This is amazing.
This is a good interview.
And Discord penalized me for it.
Yeah, that's Discord for you. It tends
That
to
is Discord for you.
Yeah,
That's
it likes
what
to
you get for
punish
doing
people.
a bit. Should have known better.
I should have.
Oh,
I
Mr.
should've-
Funny Man, or Mr.
Yeah, I
Funny
am.
Roar, Funny Roar, Funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm freaking hilarious.
I did call you a silly Billy at one point, just so you know.
Bye, Billy.
But silly Billy TM. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with this game, and Neitzel, I'd say that this was a pretty good choice for a game. And honestly, you provided all of the needed information. It's just that you get to be one of our little secret GMs who got the first experience with the game behaved in a way I didn't expect.
Yeah, my main problem with the game is that it's super unresponsive. So there is literally no way to react to anything that's happening. And I think my favorite thing was the consistent death that was that dang tomato. Oh, I hated that tomato.
I know exactly which tomato you mean. Yeah, that screen, that's rough. And then the screen where you pick up the tomato, also not a big fan.
No, that first, the screen where you pick up the tomato, that's the one that I'm complaining about. That's it. You walk in, you pick up the tomato, and now you can't hit anything in front of you.
And you take an immediate death because it's the only thing that you're allowed to do when you have a tomato.
Yeah, and then my favorite other thing was, I loved how useless all the weapons are. I was like, yay, Frisbee goes long range. And Frisbee goes long range. Frisbee goes long range very well. And then it went over an enemy's head during one shot that I took, and then the enemy killed me, and I was like, you know what? The only thing that matters is twin shot. Oh wait, twin shot makes you fire 2 more bullets on the screen, which means it's less bullets for you to fire, which means the jerks.
Yeah, but if you get up close, you get 3 hits per shot.
The consistent deaths for me was the tomato and the jetpack jerk in stage 2, because he's perfectly timed that if you take that elevator with no errors, he's up top.
Correct. So what you do is you just hang out. Just hang out on that screen and then kill him.
The last time I did that. Yeah.
It's a good game.
Yeah.
No, it's not. What are you talking about? You people are weird.
Roar, it's a good Amiga game. How about that?
I don't have a frame of reference.
Perfect. We'll go ahead and leave you clueless there. Well, then we are still having the discussion in the secret GM chat about how to deal with this, because honestly, the game just decided to be a big butt, and that is kind of what happens. But if, we will let everybody know what the decision is. If it ends up being a mulligan, then we will let you two know as soon as we have made that decision.
No, I want to know right now whether or not I got to do another match. Right now. Right now.
Once I won.
Right now. And I won. That's why I stormed off. We have to do this don't you know I'm a poor sport? I'm a poor rematcher. I won fair and square, Tina. You can't take that away. Sorry.
Bye-bye, Billy.
Bye-bye, Billy.
Bye, Billy. Bye-bye, Billy.
Not.
Would you kiss Billy?
Tina, how many lives did you have on your last attempt, by the way?
She had 5 when she soft-locked.
The usual.
Yeah. The usual
it
5
was a
lives.
really good attempt. If there was only 1 life left, I would say, yeah, just keep the match. But right now,
I mean, it's the usual attempt. You normally hit stage 2 on a 5 lives. Just that's the way that stage 2 works.
So, question. Tristan is one of our GMs who has been helping out right now with some of the decisions here. And because the game essentially stole an attempt,
Let's do it.
Tristan,
Go, Tina, go. Go, Tina, go.
Tristan, do you want to do this? And Tina, do you have an extra few minutes?
Yeah, I mean, I could do that.
All eyes on you. I'm going to be here to talk trash the entire time.
In that case, we are going to go back. Am I fine putting your audio on, or should I have music playing in the background here?
Yeah, I've got audio. Let me mute my mic so that I'm not talking over everybody else.
Cool. Oh crap!
Good luck. We believe in you to beat Roar.
Okay, just give me a second because I actually updated my layout for the next match.
Oh, no.
No, that's
no.
okay. Ignore everybody. Okay, I'm gonna...
How much time did she have left on that run, by the way? That's the other question. When did she get into stage 2?
A little bit more than 5 minutes left.
All right, then I want to see that little bit more than 5 minutes left, too. Yeah, you got to haul it.
Yeah.
You got to go.
I'd say that this sounds fair. You know what? This is one of the good things about the GM bracket. We are able to be a little bit more flexible. And Tina, if you want, you can go ahead and stay in voice and chat with us, and we will just not tell you any info. We can just go ahead and let you...
I'm definitely muting so I can focus.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
We're giving you 6 minutes to go here.
Well, I assume that we'll just start a 5-minute timer when I get to level 2.
Oh, yeah, like 5 minutes at level 2. Oh,
when I get to level 2.
okay.
Yeah, go ahead and hop out, and we
right.
will go ahead and
luck.
let you know.
The
All right.
run back.
Are you roughly ready for me to start?
Yeah, let me go ahead and confirm with Tristan.
Yeah,
Is
make sure that
this
they're good
what
with it.
we are
Because,
doing, Tristan?
Let's be real clear. I'm also okay with taking the loss. Yeah, it's a bad
Well, in
game.
that case, why are we arguing? I mean, I'm kidding. You know what? I am going to regret saying this. I am all for the final showdown throwdown.
Okay, cool. So we are going to go ahead and do a 6-minute sudden death. I do have an image that I'm going to add to our layout to show how far Blasphemous Roar did it. We're improvising, everybody. We're just welcome to Kusog7ande GM bracket, where we actually can improvise a little bit. Okay, let me overrun that.
I'm going to regret this.
No, you're not.
You're going to end up winning.
Roar, if you regret it, then that's okay. Life's
if
for
I regret
regret.
it, then the meat in my fridge ain't going to spoil anytime soon with how much salt is being spread.
Yeah, well, there is the image over Roar's layout to show how far Roar made it. Bam, if Tina can get past this screen... I don't know exactly where Roar was on this screen, but...
He's on the left side, like you can see the body in the air because Billy jumps in the air.
Billy's
when he
green?
dies.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's gross. Okay, Tina, take off. Good luck. And we will do a very quick countdown in the match chat.
Pretty sure I'm dead up there, though, because I jumped off that countertop or something. You can see where the boomerang is. I don't know where
don't spoil it for everyone.
I don't know where we're at.
Okay, we're doing the countdown.
All eyes on you, Tina.
Let's see if Crappy will behave and actually do the countdown or do the timer at 6 minutes for me. Tina is given 6 additional minutes due to the game being a butt, and we will see if Tina can pass her personal best. Roar. You were actually getting really good at this. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so she comes in, she shoots the initial gremlin, and then we got to kill this other gremlin up here, but we can run past the lockers. In order to avoid the hit, we're going to grab the frisbee in order to make sure we don't... I'm pretending that this is a speed run. We're going to take down this gremlin. We're probably going to shoot the skateboarding gremlin and move past this without worry. And then we're going to take down this skateboarding gremlin. There's going to be the hopping gremlin immediately. Oh, she forgets about it.
Yeah.
And that's a test. So we're going to take that gremlin down. We're going to deal with hopping gremlin here and then immediately move on.
I hope she resetted the emulator just to make sure that we don't get the issue again.
That's definitely a good idea.
All right, she managed to make it past that without issue. She grabs the bad tomato. So this is basically almost guaranteed to die. Oh, but she does it.
Yeah, Tina's kind of good at video games. I mean,
Right,
you're kind of great as well. There we go. Okay, that next screen is a little trivial comparatively. The Pogo Gremlins always throw me off a little bit, but that's fine. Here we go. Final screen of stage 1.
Oh, she's gonna get there with an extra credit. Unfair. Or with an extra life. Unfair.
Yeah, go die, Tina. Wow, that sounds really rude. No, Tina, don't do that. No, Tina!
Here you
no!
go. Here you go.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
and she falls. Oh, and it's so dangerous. Oh, there's the extra life lost. She took your advice.
Yeah, Roar, you can watch live on Discord if you want. With
Oh, no, I'm
delay.
way behind. I'm way behind.
Yeah, I have the audio set up so that you won't be hearing microphone double, so you can just watch live right there.
Now she's got to wait for everything
Okay,
to go
so
past.
back
Okay,
to
fine.
stage 2. Hopefully she's resetted the emulator.
I mean, if she
I'm
didn't...
kind of nervous right now. I'm really nervous right now. Oh,
Okay, there's
Oh,
the
here it
elevator.
goes, here it
It
goes,
showed
here it
up
goes.
this time. She was here for like a minute, Roar. No elevator.
Big oof.
Yeah, that's why we are having the run back to see if Tina has learned enough to pass Blasphemous Roar's personal best. Because,
I think she has both this pressure and not the same pressure as doing it live in the middle of the run. Like, because like you can see how reliably I was starting to get to level 3, and then I just beefed it even on my last run. So it's entirely possible.
yeah, it definitely is. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and add a little text here on the screen just so that I can very easily show you all where Blasphemous Roar died. Bam, that was his body. If Tina can get to this screen in level 3, oh, that
In
was
6 minutes.
that was horrifying. Yeah,
That's gonna cost her some time.
the elevators are slow. Oh, apparently Roar got to the beaker on the table. Okay, so this.
Yeah, that'd make sense because I got bopped backwards and then I'm dead.
Yeah. Okay, Tina, can you? Oh no! Bye, Billy. Okay,
oh, she's next to the
right there.
item, so
that's not the worst place to die. Honestly, if you're going to die, die there.
and she has a better path to exit right there.
Yeah, getting the
Oh, that's
three-way shot is a huge deal here. It's very helpful.
That's certainly a route. Oh!
Well,
Oh no! And she lost her weapon as well.
less than 2 minutes left. We are getting down to the end here, but Tina could potentially do it. Just, make sure no enemies spawn right where you're leaving the screen, because if they do, you're dead. This game shows no mercy. It will kill you if it has the chance. See? I told you.
There it is. Another merciless death. She's got a minute and a half to make it as far as I did.
Can you do it, Tina? I've got faith.
Bye-bye, Billy.
No, bye-bye, Billy.
No!
Last life,
Oh
right?
no, last life, and she's got to do level 3 blind to the point where I got.
Yes, free screen to clear.
Bye-bye, Billy.
No!
Done.
That is game over for Tina. She said not even close. I don't believe that. That was relatively close. That was a very good attempt, but we can go ahead and say that Roar definitely takes the victory today then. Tina, great job at that run back. I very much appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah, no, what a convincing win.
I'll have you know that I was rooting for both you and the timer there. I was rooting for you to stay alive but get bricked by the timer. Just because that would have been
I don't
dramatic.
Think that happened. I mean, that would have been very funny if it was like right down to the line, but no,
Yeah.
that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, with
It was a valiant draw.
that said, seriously, thank you both. Roar, you're going forward in the winner's bracket. Tina, thank you for just playing with our off the cuff, let's go ahead and do this thing
Yeah, of
just
course,
to
of course.
decide, so that we don't have to completely tube and bin everything. That always makes me happy.
Yeah, no, I think that was a fantastic, like, as long as Tina agrees with me there, that was a dramatic dramatic, fantastic way
Yeah,
to
that was
resolve
that was a great way to delay everybody else from playing their game.
That's right!
Well-
Get dunked on, other GMs.
Let's go ahead and delay just a tiny bit more because I want to know, Tina, what are you streaming these days over at your channel?
Final Fantasy VI mostly.
FF.
I accidentally
that's right.
accidentally got third place in No Sketch, and now I have to gotta be good at the game, I guess.
Oh, welcome to speedruns, everybody, where,
No.
yeah, the better you get, the more you hate the speed run. Yeah, what about you, Aurora? What are you playing? Are you streaming these days?
I'm getting back into it after the move that I've just made. We're working on some events over in the Mystery Tournament server for some lovely, I'm working on a board game league. I'm working on Friend Fest, which is like the fun fest that we have, but with one-sided team. I also have kind of randomly ended up being, I might be a VTuber soon, part of a small agency of people that were trying to, get together and do things, and then they just kind of roped me into it, so eventually that might happen, and, it's an interesting couple of weeks coming up.
Cool. I mean, it's
Also,
always fun.
I'll also be streaming next week. Next week, I'll be streaming a friend, one of my viewers sent me a big old bundle of PS2 games, so I'm going to go through that bundle and just see what random PS2 stuff it would be.
Oh, that's going to be fun. Well, thank you so much for that, Blasphemous Roar. It'll be neat to see what kind of PS1 games you have. Finally, whatever, PS1, PS2, basically the same.
They're the same thing. Yeah, they're the same thing.
What about you, Neatzel?
Well, not much. I submitted a bunch of runs for BBG, so hopefully I'll be in that. And at the end of the month, I take part in the Super Mario Kart World Tournament, but that will be not on my channel. But that's something that I'll do at the end of the month. And that's about it for what I do at the moment. Training for that and looking for more bad games for Kusog7ande.
Sweet. Yeah, well, good. Yeah, we still have a little reviewing to do, and hopefully I can jump into doing that in maybe later today. I need to go and do some reviewing. I'm very excited, though. Thank you all so much, and I'll go ahead and let you go. Take care, friends.
Take care. Thank you. Good game.
Bye. Well, everybody, this is Kusog7ande, the Bad Video Game Tournament, and what the crap? Roar, you're still here?
You can't get rid of me that easy.
Apparently I can. All I have to do is... do I say the phrase, acknowledge the elephant in the room? That is rude. Okay, bad me, naughty me, shame. Shame. Okay, I am just trying to get the last little bit of everything ready because we have a new GM stepping in. This is a GM who has never done a game before. I'm very excited to see what we've got. Let me check, just make sure that everything is correct here. Okay, and I think so.